Hello, my name is Joseph Johnson.
Hello, my name is Miguel Vasquez.
Hi, my name is Anna Johnson.
Hi, my name is Eli.
Hi, my name is Marcel.
My name is Athena Johnson,
And this is how you feel.
Are we ready? Do I look okay? Makeup's okay?
Yeah.
Eyeliner's not messed up. Hi, my name is Anna Johnson. I am currently unemployed due to the COVID pandemic, and I'm here to share my experience.
How has this pandemic affected you?
How does it affect me due our financial? I'm no longer working since February, March. I'm staying home with the kids. It changed. I'm no longer working I'm no longer working full time. My husband's working full time now, and I'm here with the kids. So kind of switched our schedules.
And how do you feel about that now, from coming from working pretty much a 9 to 5 job to now taking care of the kids full time? How has that affected you mentally or just you in general?
Mentally, not really. I like staying home with the kids. I always wanted that. So to me, I kind of felt good about it. I'm not stressed anymore from work. Missing, school stuff for the kids. So to me, I see it more of a positive, but at the same time, kind of saw it more a little bit stressed because, I'm always worried if we're gonna be paying our bills on time, or we're gonna have enough money for what we need. So that's a little bit a stress, even though, I try not to think about it.
So would you say that this is more of a positive thing in your sense, to being able to see the kids more than you usually would, being able to have those memories and being able to create something that you normally wouldn't? Would you say it's more of a positive outcome?
It's more positive for, like, in my situation, it's more positive towards me because I'm there with the kids now more than I used to. And it's just something I always wanted. But to me, I see it as a positive. Not everyone has that, and able to stay home with the kids or anything like that. Because some people do have to work, even though we're in this pandemic. But for me, it's more of positive.
So having to rely on somebody else, how do you feel about that?
No, kind of, it's a little stressful because I'm used to, I'm used to having, I guess I'm more of like, I'm used to I like helping, and the income that I was bringing in, I'm sure it was helping somewhat in our household. But now that we don't have that, it's kind of hard because now I feel like we're in a budget, more in a budget now. We have to, if we, if we're trying to pay our bills on time and not being negative by anything.
So what is your personal feelings about this pandemic?
My personal feelings, I think it's sad, because we're seeing, I'm watching the news all the time or on my phone. Just people dying just dying out of nowhere, losing people, losing family members. That's kind of scary due to, this illness or virus going on. It's kind of scary to me because, I wouldn't, in my family, I wouldn't want anybody dying on us. I'm more scared for my son Marcel because he has asthma. So for us, we're very, very, I guess we're very careful about wearing masks all the time and coming home, trying to wash our hands. I tell the kids to wash their hands, count to 20. Even though they don't really go out, not unless we have to, but other than that, we try to keep them home. But other than that, it's kind of scary, that you never know. Maybe one of us could bring it home.
So for making your kids very well known of the dangers of what now used to be a normal everyday thing to where now it's life or death, how do you think the kids are handling it?
I don't really. They know there's a virus going on. And they know that they have to make sure, keep their distance from other people. And I don't think they really know what. I don't think it hasn't hit them, or I don't think they really know what's going on. We try to tell them, but I think they're too young to understand what's going on. We tell them about, people dying and stuff like that, but I don't think they really know exactly what's going on.
We had a talk earlier before. From what I understand, that you had a problem being able to receive unemployment, and what happened during that? What happened there?
We were not getting through talking to somebody live or anything how it used to be. We used to have somebody either waiting, less than 15 minutes, and we'll have somebody talk to us if we need any help on, filling up the form or anything like that. Now they have some type of texting, but I feel with that, I don't think it's helping me because I was having trouble logging into my account, not getting through, trying to reset it. That was a big challenge for me because I couldn't have anybody getting back to me, or always busy, or either having too many calls. I couldn't get through that. And even though if they said they updated their stuff, it's still a long period of time of waiting just to talk to somebody.
You want me to sit right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Not like this. It's cool.
How has this pandemic affected you?
It hasn't affected me the way it's affected some other people. I work with a medical facility, a clinical setting. So I actually work with patients. So my work and my job has actually increased over the last couple months. So the pandemic hasn't really affected me personally negatively, but my wife, however, she was released from her job. I'm not sure if it was furloughed, but it was, she can no longer work there, so she may at some point get her job back.
Would you say that affected you more positively than negatively then?
I think that it's both, right? It's a balance. It's, for me personally, it's kind of a balance. For me, my workload increased, which means I'm able to work more than when I was before because of the lack of availability from other people, because of the health situations for other people. So I was actually able to work more. My wife, on the other hand, like I said, she was not able to work. So even though we lost that income, we are kind of breaking even for our monthly income. The only other way that kind of affected me is I have 3 small kids and they are no longer in school. So having them at home with my wife all day and my wife homeschooling them, I would say, is a big change.
how would you say that this pandemic is affecting your kids, knowing that they're out, they're not getting the full contact from, I guess you say, like a teacher or other kids, and how's it affecting their life that they live every day compared to how they were before?
I I actually don't think it's actually affected them too in the negative way, too much in the negative way. They still see their teacher via Zoom, via online. They interact with their classmates online. They do homework. I think they actually like school more now than they did before because of the different programs that different companies have come up with for children to be homeschooled. I think they actually prefer it in some ways than to waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day, Monday through Friday, and then going to school and coming back and doing this and doing that. I think they actually prefer it, to be honest with you.
As a parent, do you believe that this is a more effective way for them to learn, or would you prefer the other way around, the natural way of going to school every day, waking up, having a schedule per se?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know exactly how to take that because in one sense, it's nice having because my wife's the one who stays home with them, and teaches them. It's nice having that and then being homeschooled and then being exposed to my wife on a daily basis. She wasn't able to attend or participate in their school functions before because of the fact that she was working. Now that she's not working, she's able to participate in everything. So she actually enjoys it. I think overall, I think that this experience hasn't been negative for us, to be honest with you.
Considering the fact that it hasn't really affected you as much as would you say other people, what would you say the hardest thing is? The hardest thing that actually affected you in a negative way, I guess you could say.
Finding a new balance for life. My wife and I have been married for over a decade, and we have like our like I don't want to say roles, but we have our situations that I do one thing, she does another, and we found ourselves very comfortable in that. This pandemic has caused us to shift and change how things are. So learning how to adjust and to be comfortable in those roles, and knowing exactly what to do and how to respond has been, I would say, the most difficult part. But that's not really difficult, relatively speaking, to what other people are facing as a result of their loved ones contracting corona.
From what I understand, from the people they usually talk or tweet about, or people that just want to have their voice in the situation, a lot of people don't really support the support they're getting, like the $1,200 stimulus. They believe that they can earn more, or any type of, or there's like many things that a lot of people are saying. So what kind of assistance do you think would help the most for the people or yourself, just generally for during this pandemic?
I think it depends on who you're talking to, right? If you're talking to me personally, I think for people in my situation, the most important thing is now that you've taken away my job and you've taken away the money, I have bills to pay, right? I have rent, I have insurances to pay for, that I'm mandated to pay for. I have groceries, I have gas and all that stuff to pay for. I have bills to pay for. And if I'm not getting assistance from the government, which in my opinion is the only reason to have a government, then what's going to happen later on, even when I do find a job, right? If I find a job, if not me personally, but someone in my situation who has lost their job finds a job tomorrow, okay, what about all the bills that they haven't paid in the last 2 or 3 months, right? What's going to happen to those? Even if you got $1,200 in California isn't too much at all. And then when you're talking about with groceries and all the other bills that you're required to pay, I think that is kind of a difficult thing. I think if you want to help people out, not only do you need to give them a stimulus check, I think you also need to look at childcare. I think you need to look at childcare because if my kids are about to be out of school, and if I find a job and I try to go back to work, I have to now find childcare. And how am I going to find childcare and be able to pay all the bills that I owe? I think that's kind of a tricky situation. And I think that $1,200 isn't it isn't much at all. It depends on where you're at, of course. But $1,200, they should specify that money like that should be used for like essentials, like food, like toilet paper, like things that you need in your daily life in order to be sanitary and to be healthy, not for bills. I think that they should do. I think they should have forgiveness for bills. If you can prove that you're negatively affected by corona, they should be able to, for the government should absorb the debt from that. And when you find a job, you shouldn't be required to have to pay it back at all. I think that you should just try to get on with your life, especially if they want to stimulate the economy. If they want people to have to find jobs after this is all over, and they want them to go work and work full time and be productive citizens, and pay those taxes, I think they need to be careful about what they require us to pay when everything quote unquote goes back to normal. I think it's a very tricky situation, and I think that if the government doesn't handle it well, there's going to be people, even though they can go back to work, they're going to choose not to, because they're going to say, what's the benefit of me going back to work when if I go back to work, I have to pay all these bills and I have no one to take care of my kids. Who's going to take care of my kids? Right? I'm lucky that I have a wife who doesn't necessarily need to work right now, because of my job. But if I didn't have a job and then all of a sudden I'm allowed to go back to work again, and what are we going to do about all the bills that we could have potentially have had to still pay? Insurance, car insurance, your water and heating bills and stuff like that. They may be allowing you to not pay it right now, but you still are going to have to pay. Same thing with rent. You may not have to pay your rent right now if you're affected by negatively by corona, but you still have to pay it. So 2 or 3 months for rent, even for a modest apartment, say it's just $1,000, that's still $3,000 that you would have to pay. And so for people who are just getting their jobs back, who don't have the child care, they don't have the support that I have, how are they going to pay for that? How are they gonna take care of their families? How are they gonna still be able to put food on the table and fight off the creditors and everybody who's trying to get their money back, right? It's hard to do. So I think what the government should do is absorb all the debt that has been occurred from for people negatively affected from corona, so they can get back, so they have a reason to get back to work. And so and they should also offer some type of free childcare, because that's going to be a tricky thing to try to get back to. It's like, why would I go back to work where I could potentially still get unemployment and then I'm still here with my kids until they go back to school in the fall? There's a lot of different ways that people can go about this. If the government's not careful, whether it's local or state or a federal government, I feel like they're going to have a lot of people who are not working when all this stuff is over.
Hello, my name is Miguel Vasquez, and I am currently unemployed due to the COVID 19, and I have willingly chose to participate in this interview.
How has the pandemic affected you?
Um, it has affected me in many ways. Most importantly, my job. Um, because of it, I am currently unemployed, so I can't find work in certain areas because everything is shut down. Um, and I can't go out and party.
How do you feel about the pandemic? Your personal feelings about it.
Um, my personal opinion on this coronavirus, COVID 19, is that I honestly don't believe it's that serious. Um, we have a lot of cases out here, such as the flu and everything that kill people thousands of times a day, or a week, whatever. And I just feel like this COVID's not that serious for it to be quarantining the whole world almost. And yeah, I just feel like it could be better handled than it is now.
So being affected by it, what's the biggest thing that you're affected
Um, for sure, like I said, my job, because I'm getting no income, no money, um, and I don't get to party. Like that's the main one. My my main thing that I want to do in my career is music, and I need to be out and socialize, in clubs and things, and I can't do that.
Do you believe the government is effectively helping the people?
No, I honestly think they're just. There's rumors, what the government's been doing with this whole COVID-19 thing. They're setting up 5G towers and shit. Honestly, they could be doing anything at this point because UFOs, who the fuck knows? Like, they released that and nobody cared because this whole corona thing's happening right now, right? Kim Jong-un died and came back to life. Nobody cared. Like, it seems like this whole corona thing has just taken over everything, and people are just paranoid about it. And I get it. There's, stay clean, wash your hands, cough, and I hate when people cough and they just cough everywhere, like, sneeze on you. It's like, yo, bro, keep your germs to yourself. So I understand that completely, but it just could be better, handled better. This world's crazy.
The assistance that they are currently giving as of like the stimulus checks, do you think that has helped you?
Yes and no. You have people out here who say they complain that 1,200 is not enough, and people also saying, "Oh, thank you. This helped me so much." Blah blah blah. For me, I am very well appreciated of it. However, I feel like now that stimulus checks are coming, a lot of people are now feeling like they don't need to work. The people that weren't getting paid as much are now getting paid $1,200 a month, and so they now feel like they don't need to necessarily go back to work. And so now I feel like people are getting lazy. People are now more on unemployment than ever. So yeah, I feel like it's not really that great with the stimulus checks. It's good, but to a certain point.
So you would say that the extra $600 a month plus your as the bonus with the unemployment, you think that that's some ways unfair?
I don't think it's unfair. I just think it's now making it to the point where you don't have to do anything. They're making you just sit at home, and it's I don't know. It's weird. It's a lot of these businesses have been shutting down permanently, and that's interesting to me how this whole thing's happened since Corona, and yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's not that 1,200, 600. If you're already working right now during Corona, and you're getting the stimulus checks, that's great. That must be fucking a bump in your income for sure. But I just feel like I don't know, it's changing a lot of people for sure and what they're doing.
So you're saying that so for the whole party wise, so you're saying that you miss your friends a lot, or coworkers or anything like that. You said that you miss them.
Definitely. I've never in my life wanted to go back to work so hard. And especially in the position I'm in now, I'm in kitchen and I fucking hate it. But for sure, I've been at home. And I'm an introvert too. And when you leave an introvert and you make them stay home, they don't want to stay home no more. I don't want to stay home no more. So I definitely want to go out and yeah, go to work, see my coworkers, have fun, and party too later at night. It's just the socializing, getting out there, meeting new people. It's an experience. Everyone has to go through it. It's connections, and so that's why I feel like this is just making everyone also isolated. Not everybody's talking to everybody, and it's just people are paranoid. It's different.
What's one thing that you've been doing during this pandemic that has made things a little bit easier?
Jacking off. No, I'm just just fucking around. No, I've been doing my music for sure. Cause I got nothing else to do, so I've been practicing that for sure. I've been working out for sure. As weird as it sounds, before this Corona, I was not motivated to work out, but now I am because I got nothing else to do. So I feel like it's helping out some people for sure.
Did you have a gym membership before?
I did. I never. Yo, I was paying for that shit and I never
so the
went.
coronavirus is making you more fit.
Yes, yes. So you know what? Thank you, Corona, for my body. Yeah, as weird as it sounds, it has helped me. I don't know why, but it's made me realize a lot of things. Just sitting at home, doing nothing. I realized I can take that time to actually put some effort into shit. I still need to cancel that gym membership. Oh fuck.
There's actually a game that me and Eli like to play when we're at recess.
Yeah, what game?
It's like a game where you have to pass a ball, a little tiny ball, and we use like things to pass it. We like smack on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys miss recess a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you miss being able to go outside?
Yeah.
Do you still see your family right now? Like your uncles, your aunts, your cousins?
No.
You don't see them anymore?
No.
Yeah. Did you see them more before this happened?
Yeah.
Do you miss them?
Yeah.
Do you wish that things were better?
Yeah.
Did mommy and daddy tell you about what's happening in the world right now?
Yeah.
What did they say? What did they tell you?
The virus.
Did they say that the virus was bad? Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I'm scared.
Scared? So you feel scared because of the virus? Yeah. What makes you most scared about it? Is it you getting it, or someone from your family getting it, or friends, teachers? What's the thing that makes you most scared?
I do not want my friends to actually get the virus.
Yeah. So you're scared for your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to myself.
Yourself as well? Yeah. What about you, Marcel? How do you feel about that?
What?
What daddy and mommy told you about the virus?
Scared.
Scared? What makes
Scared. Actually scared and sad.
scared and sad?
Yeah.
Why scared and sad?
Because we can't go places that much.
That you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was better being outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can virus just be over already?
You just want it to be over already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole world wants it to be over too. I do. I don't want to see anybody hurt. So I understand now that you're not going to school, but you're doing school on the computer. How do you like that? You like it?
Yeah. A little bit.
You like it a little bit?
Yeah. But I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite thing about it?
I like the monster thing.
Yeah, they have like little cool things that you can do on it.
Yeah. That's what me. I think mostly thing I like about homework is about listening. Is about adopting mine. Adopting mine. Yeah, adopting mine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It helps us learn.
Oh, it helps you learn?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think it's better to learn like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think that it was harder to learn the other way? Do you think it's more funner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like going to school on the computer than seeing like in school, like actually being at school?
Yes.
Why?
I like that I could stay at home and I could take a break whenever I want.
What other things makes it so that it's better?
I like to do on the computer because there's lots of fun stuff to do.
Is the homework better? Is it easier? Like doing it on the computer? Do you feel like you learn better on the computer?
Yes.
Do you feel like you miss your friends?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you miss the most about your friends?
I like to play with them on the playground. I like to play freeze tag, hide and seek.
Do you miss doing those things?
Yes.
Do you do those things with your brothers here at home?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah. You like now how mommy's at home now more?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you get to spend more time with her?
Mm.
What are some of the things that you do with her?
Do my homework with her, cook, and that's it.
Do you guys do a lot of like little projects together?
Yes.
Yeah. What type of things do you guys do?
Play, school projects, and that's it.
What would you say is your favorite thing to do?
Do my school projects. They're lots of fun.
So you like the school projects?
Mhm.
Did you ever used to do like any type of sports?
Soccer.
And how'd you like that?
It was fun. I got to get lots of my energy.
Do you feel like you can't get your energy out?
Kinda.
Kind of. What was the most thing you miss about being able to play sports?
Like, I miss playing with my friends, kicking the ball around, having fun.
Do you miss going to the parks?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you look forward to being able to go back eventually?
Mhm.
Do you feel like you'd be scared if it were to come down to it? Like if you're gonna be scared that you might get sick?
Yes.
Yeah. Your daddy tell you about what's happening now?
Yes.
What did they tell you about it?
That lots of people are dying from it, getting sick.
And how does that make you feel?
Sad.
Makes you feel sad? Why does it make you feel sad?
I don't like it when people die. Stuff.
Regardless of everything else, have hope. Remember those who helped you out. Love those who are with you. And remember, it's not just about you, it's about everybody. Take care of your family, hug them, kiss them, cherish them while they're there.
Please help us to defeat the virus.
Yeah, please help us defeat the virus. What about you, Eli?
I hope that everything is feeling better when the virus is gone.
I hope that everything goes to normal, that everybody's safe.
Megan, get your shit together. This shit's whack. I'm fucking tired. I want to go out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome. Fucking COVID.